Good evening, Hilton Baptist Church. It's Friday afternoon, the 20th of March, and all systems seem to be ready for our first attempt at live streaming a service on Sunday. And just wanted to remind you of our arrangements. We will be live streaming onto Facebook. You should be able to pick up the live stream from about 10 to 9 through our Facebook account, Hilton Baptist Church. If you don't make it, you can pick it up at any time through the service or even afterwards, because we will be saving it there. I hope you will be able to join us. We have allocated everybody in Hilton Baptist to one of our home groups or house churches, because many of our folk will be meeting on Sunday morning with other folk in homes, about 8 to 10 people at a time. And we're looking forward to that, to try and keep some connection with each other while the pandemic is taking place and while we're restricted from larger meetings. It may well be that we won't be allowed to have even these small meetings soon, and so maybe this week will be a good opportunity to make use of that. If you haven't been contacted by someone as of yet, then for some reason or another, we haven't got your details, or we've mislaid them or something like that. And we would love to connect you with one of those groups, not just for Sunday, but also so that we can keep connected through this time of increased isolation and make sure that nobody is alone and no one feels cut off from God's people. So please would you contact me if you have not received any information from anyone as yet. We would love you to do that. I wanted to just say a few words of encouragement this Friday afternoon from something that I shared with the house group leaders when we met on Thursday evening just to make our plans for the weekend. I was quite struck by Jesus' words to the church of Laodicea in Revelation chapter 3. The first thing that I noticed was that when Jesus describes himself to the church of Laodicea, he calls himself the ruler of God's creation. We need to remember that, don't we? Jesus is the ruler of God's creation. And so this pandemic is no surprise to him. This virus hasn't caught him off guard. The isolation of churches is not a surprise or even a disappointment to him. He is in charge. He is the ruler. We can trust him through this. The second thing that I notice is that Jesus says to the church in Laodicea, I know your deeds, that you are neither hot nor cold. In fact, he says that they are lukewarm, and he doesn't like lukewarm Christians. And I wonder if the church in South Africa has become a little bit lukewarm, and if we need to grow hot again. And so these things have happened to help us to do just that. And as we meet in small groups, as we share more intimately, as we force ourselves to make connections virtually with people who are forced into isolation, as we make sure that no one is left out and everybody is cared for, we give ourselves the opportunity to reconnect with our relationship with God and to become hot again, filled with His Holy Spirit. May that be true of you at this time. Finally, in verse 21, Jesus says these most incredible words as he concludes. He says, to the one who is victorious, in other words, the one who endures to the end, the one who keeps believing, the one who remains hot, he says, I will give you the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne. Think about that for the moment. The day will come when you will sit on Jesus' throne with him, just as he sits on God's throne with him. That is an incredible reward, an unbelievable promise, and I feel completely unworthy for such a thing. But such is the promise of the gospel, such is our great hope. And so may we get hot, red hot, on fire for the Lord and serving him in these days. And may God bless you at this time. Please feel free to contact me. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. And just to remind you that we will be uploading all such videos onto Facebook and we will also have a YouTube channel open. And so if you go onto YouTube and look for Hilton Baptist Church, look for our logo because it's saved under that, then all these videos will be found there. See you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.